Are you ambidextrous? Okay, before we get into that, hello. It's been quite a while since we've connected for a champion challenge. It's good to be back, and it's a whole new year. I'll go ahead and reintroduce myself for any newcomers. I'm Tiffany, and I work for PureGame. Every 4 weeks, I'll be back with a new way to challenge yourselves to keep learning and growing. Are you ready? All right, let's go. So, are you ambidextrous? That really just means you can do things with both your left hand and your right hand. Most people have a dominant hand, like you do certain things with either your left hand or your right hand, like you write things down or you brush your teeth. We also usually have a dominant foot, a dominant eye. You get the idea. Basically, a certain side of our body that we tend to do most things with. I'm naturally right-handed. And you know what? Ever since I was a kid, I loved to challenge myself to do things with my left hand or the other side of my body. Sometimes I'll just toss a ball up and down with my left hand or brush my teeth or try to write my name. And you know what? It's not just a physical challenge. It's actually much more than that. It helps my brain stay open to learning a new way of doing things. It expands my perspective, and it reminds me that even though sometimes I feel like or think that I can't do things, oftentimes I can. It's like thinking we can't swim, but then we learn how to do it, and all of a sudden bodies of water aren't scary. They're fun and exciting. This physical challenge really just keeps our brains growing. Yes, it's hard, but isn't that the point? That is, after all, why we call it a challenge. Okay, to start, you're going to practice doing something with your non-dominant hand. Choose one thing and then keep doing it until you've got it down. Maybe toss a ball up in the air and catch it like I'm doing right now, or brushing your teeth or writing your name or the alphabet. Then, keep practicing other things with other parts of your body, like kicking a ball with your other foot. Like I said before, this exercise in being ambidextrous isn't just to train our brains to let our bodies do something new. Really, it's to open up our brains to new possibilities, cultures, beliefs, and to remind ourselves that we oftentimes have so much more potential than we think. Thank you so much for joining me in our first... Wait. We're not done just yet. I think this challenge needs a little bulking up. What about you? How about we call it part 2? Like I said, this isn't just a physical challenge. No. We're going to get out of our comfort zones just a little bit more. Pick one thing that you do a certain way or a belief that you've held onto that is holding you back in your life. Then, you're going to challenge yourself to think about it differently. Expand your perspective. Try something new. A belief I've been holding on to for a really long time that's probably not the most helpful thought is that I'm not a writer. I do love to write, but I don't call myself a writer. It's just for fun. It's a hobby. I only kind of write. I'm not very good at it. Definitely don't tell anyone about it. And no one wants to read my writings anyway. Those are things I tell myself all the time. So, you want to know how I'm challenging myself this month? I'm writing anyway. I'm telling people about it, and sometimes I even share my writings. What are you going to do to challenge yourself in a deeper way this month? Get out there, go challenge your brain and your body, and remind yourself to keep growing. Okay, for real this time. Thank you for joining me in our first champion challenge of 2022. If you like what we do here at PureGame, one of the best ways you can support us is by liking and sharing this video with your friends on social media. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel using the button directly below this video on YouTube, and you can donate at our website, www.thepuregame.org. As always, remember, you are loved and cared for, you matter. And with that, we'll see you right back here next month.